I want to now throw open the debate to other speakers. What impact does the result of Jharkhand, of Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir have on Jharkhand and Maharashtra? I haven't heard from Sanjay Jha, so I'll go across to Sanjay Jha first. You were expecting, as many in the Congress ecosystem were, that the Congress would win Haryana. It's come as a big blow. You won in Jammu and Kashmir, but that's largely riding pillion on the national conference. In your assessment, what impact does Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir have on the battle for Maharashtra and Jharkhand?
Rahul, good evening. First and foremost, I don't think the BJP won Haryana. I think the Congress lost it. Mr. Modi can go to town claiming victory because, the BJP has been in a very desperate position after June 2024, and a drowning man has a right to clutch at a straw and suddenly pretend to be the king on the throne. But the truth is the Congress blew it, and we'll talk about it during your program. The Jammu and Kashmir result is something that Mr. Modi should talk about, because the BJP got 0 seats in the Kashmir Valley, and his vote share was below 10%, which is hardly a manifestation of a successful Kashmir integration policy that should have happened after the abrogation of Article 370. To answer your question on the impact, I do believe that the impact is usually going to be felt on the confidence and the morale of the people who fight the elections. One is the candidates, but more important, the workers at the ground level. I can tell you, Rahul, the dynamics, as you rightly mentioned in the introduction of your program, are very different state to state. That's the beauty of India. In Maharashtra, for example, there is a lot of anger against Mr. Fadnavis's government on the way it was first, or rather on the Shinde government, on the way it was first curated, with all the Operation Lotus and so on and so forth. More importantly, the way businesses have moved away from Maharashtra to Gujarat, and of course, a very ineffective and incompetent government. So I think the big lesson for the Congress here is that please do not make the same mistakes that you made in Haryana, which is to get into this conversation about who will be the chief minister even before the voting has started. I mean, that was clear arrogance for which the party has paid a huge price. In Maharashtra, fortunately, it is going to be a coalition. And with Mr. Pawar and Mr. Uddhav Thackeray as well, I think there will be a sobering effect for each one of them to not get...
So pause that for a moment. Ajay Alok, respond to what Sanjay Jha is saying. Haryana has a sobering effect. The Congress was flying high after the verdict of the 4th of June. They've now been brought down to Mother Earth, which means they're likely to be more reasonable, less arrogant, more accommodative, which could potentially mean that some of the mistakes they made in Haryana, they may not make in Maharashtra, and therefore the opposition camp would like to believe that they will learn from Haryana and fight tougher in Maharashtra, making life more complicated for you. How do you assess the impact of Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir on Maharashtra and Jharkhand? Ajay Alok.
First of all, Sanjay is a close friend, so I don't mind him doing daydreamings and all about Maharashtra and other states. He has a right to do so. As far as Kashmir goes, let me correct you, Sanjay, that we have the largest vote share in Jammu and Kashmir, 25.8, even more than NC, who has bought more seats. What is left with Congress in Jammu and Kashmir? You are piggy-tailing national conference like you do with other parties in other states. Like you're piggy-tailing Samajwadi Party in UP, RJD in Bihar, DMK in Tamil Nadu, and now NC in Jammu and Kashmir. You just got only 6 seats, man. You were not able to save security deposit in the most of your seats, what you fought in Jammu and Kashmir. And today you are congratulating people of Jammu and Kashmir of making a government. And when Omar Abdullah himself says that if you have fought without the Congress, you would have won more seats. But anyway, we have to form government with Congress. Go ahead. Let's see what holds in future for you in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, as far as Maharashtra goes, again, let me remind you, yesterday when results started pouring in, there was a battery of commentary from Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray, right from their Rajya Sabha MP to Sanjay Rawat, and everything was said against Congress. Congress also replied back in the equal way. We have seen what Tehseen Poonawalla said, that what Uddhav Thackeray holds, he holds nothing. Whatever votes he has got because of the Congress, all the Muslim votes got. So I don't have any problem in the contradiction what you are having in Maharashtra. That's not my problem. What I would like to say, Rahul, that we have not defeated Congress. We are a grassroots party who works on the ground level at the booth. And we have defeated the narrative, the ecosystem of the Congress party, which became activated 3 months before the Lok Sabha election, and it continued till now. We have defeated that ecosystem. That is the most important thing. Congress was never in fight. All the exit polls showing that we are going haywire, we are going to get 15, 20, 25, we were not at all worried. Nor does the Chief Minister, nor are in charge, nor any one of us, because we knew that we are going to win Haryana. Even on the exit poll with you, I said that we will form the government. I won't tell you the number, but we are going to form the government. We were so confident because we were on the ground.
Okay.
But what we were doing, we were trying to defeat this ecosystem of the Congress, which comprises battery of things like spokesperson, TV channels, experts, analysts, editorial writing, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. They built an ecosystem.
You know, because Sujata Paul, one of the opposition's charges in the build-up to the Lok Sabha elections was that the machine was against you. You know, whether it is, say, the narrative, the public mood, you allege mainstream media, you said influencers, that they were anti-opposition or anti-Congress, and you got your 99 seats despite that. But in Haryana, everything was in your favor. You know, Ajay Alok talks about editorial writers, opinion makers, pundits, pollsters, the hawa, the mahal, the narrative, all that was in your favor. If after all of that, you still couldn't beat the BJP, then when the BJP is now confident, the hawa has turned, the mahal has changed, does that then mean that, do you accept that Maharashtra and Jharkhand are therefore that much tougher for the Congress against the BJP than Haryana?
The BJP should remember that they are piggy-tailing, or rather using the crutches of the JDU and TDP at the center. And as far as the BJP win in Haryana is concerned, more than 60% votes have gone against the BJP. Of course, some of them have got divided, and we need to look into that. However, if you remember earlier on also, whenever Haryana has voted, it has voted completely in favor of one particular party, which did not happen this time. So if they think that they have made a great win over here, a great comeback, they need to explain why is it that they had to remove Mr. Khattar.
Ma'am, all that doesn't matter. Sujata Paul, wake up and smell the coffee. Whether they change, listen, one second, ma'am, please hear me. It's a cricket match. If they want to change their captain, they can. If they want to change their MLAs and bring new players in, they can. In the end, the question is, who won the World Cup for Haryana? The answer to that is that the BJP, led by Prime Minister Modi, has won the World Cup for Haryana, and you lost. Now, whether they changed their captain, didn't change their captain, changed their MLAs, didn't, it doesn't matter. Jo jeeta wahi Sikandar.
Exactly. Jo jeeta wahi Sikandar. Isliye NC and Congress party, if they went into elections together in Jammu and Kashmir, we formed the government. It is not the BJP. No matter how many votes you've got, how many seats you've got, the fact is that you won one state and we won the other. So let's just maintain some decorum. However, when the Prime Minister attacked the Congress party, because that's the only thing that he can do, and he has not been able to recover from the kind of mandate that he got in the Lok Sabha elections, that is why he uses a government program to attack the Congress party.
Ma'am, can I pause you for a second to make the point that you're very excited about your victory in Jammu and Kashmir? Just look at the number of seats won by the National Conference and look at the strike rate of the Congress in Jammu. We're having a serious conversation here. You have won only because the NC carried you through, and in the valley, the seats that you won is largely the NC vote, which helped you convert those seats. In Jammu, where you fought on your own, you put up an abysmal fight. NC was publicly and off record talking about how the Congress didn't come to the party, didn't fight hard enough, didn't try hard enough. That is the political reality. None of the organizational changes or the ground level changes which are required to rebuild a new Congress have been made. After the 4th of June, you were just getting carried away, flying high, and the voters of Haryana have cut you to size. That's the political reality, ma'am.
I am going to take your words and present it back to you, Jo jeeta wahi Sikandar. All these things, all these factors are going to be looked into. We are definitely going to see what better could have been done, where we went wrong. But where things are wrong, we will ask questions also. Nobody is going to tell us in a democracy that you cannot ask questions. As far as Maharashtra is concerned, we are going at the battle full throttle. And you will see that the government that was brought down by the BJP, no less, and the kind of spectacle they made out of the MLAs at that point of time, from Guwahati to Gujarat to Goa, that is going to be punished by the people of Maharashtra, and we are fighting that battle.
So let me go across to Rajat Sethi now. Rajat, now there are two political realities. Voters in Maharashtra and Jharkhand aren't necessarily influenced by the result of Haryana or Jammu and Kashmir. The leaders, the workers maybe, obviously BJP workers will feel enthusiastic, the leaders will be more charged up. But the voters are obviously concerned about local issues. The second thing is, a more sober, chastened Congress may actually be a deadlier Congress, because if they are flying high, they are unreasonable on the negotiating table, asking for more seats than they are worth. Once they've been cut to size, the Congress is sober, and we saw a sober Congress in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections in a state like Maharashtra, with PM Modi on the ticket himself, was still able to get the better of the Mahayuti, and therefore the Mahavikas Aghadi can argue that with the Congress now on Mother Earth, they may be able to learn from Haryana and fight better and harder.
Rahul, I think the problem is of time. Congress party is clearly stunned. They are shocked, and they don't know right now what should be their reaction and how can they actually turn the direction of the ship in a very, very short period of time. And I think that is where the real challenge of the Congress is going to be. Right now, they are in a rondu mood. They are picking up issues where they know that it will not reach to a logical conclusion. You're picking up the EVM issues. You're picking up arithmetic-related issues. You're not forward-looking. And I don't know how much time are they going to waste on, carrying on this thing that, oh, we won the election, or, the vote share is this and that. You hardly have any time. I think in any day from now, 1 or 2 days, the Election Commission is going to announce elections for Jharkhand and for Maharashtra. In this short period of time, how do you swiftly change your strategy is going to be the biggest challenge. And look at what is happening with the Mahavikas Aghadi in Maharashtra. There were this slew of leaders from the Yuti who were looking to jump ship and go into the Mahavikas Aghadi, be it Sharad Pawar or with Congress or with UBT. The problem is all of that has stopped. You are not seeing that, that queue of leaders.
No, but now you're also doing Mahal Baji. You don't know if it stopped. It didn't happen today, but it may still happen. Now this is Rajat Sethi trying to do some narrative Baji. You don't know. I mean, you're hoping it has stopped, but you don't know for sure.
They were all waiting. They were all waiting for the Shraddh period to get over for making that switch. Now the Shraddh over, the bigger Shraddh has started for the Congress party, which is Haryana. Now what to happen?
No, okay, Sanjay Jha, respond to this seriously. I know we did the conclave in Maharashtra. I know on good authority that there were leaders from the Eknath Shinde Sena. There were leaders from the Ajit Pawar faction who were looking to go back to the mothership or to one of the MVA constituents. Now, Rajat Sethi and those in the BJP will argue that that will stop, that the mahal has turned, that narratives, Haryana happened despite BJP not having the narrative. The charge that people like you made is that ye media, social media, influencers, सब mahal banate isliye jeet jati hai. In Haryana, the entire mahal was against them, and yet they won. So when the mahal is against them, if they win, then when the pitch is more favorable to them, what happens then?
Yeah. So Rahul, here is the point, that at the moment, and I'm saying so not because I'm a Congress party supporter or anything of that kind, the MVA is clearly ahead in the race in terms of
How do you know that?
perception.
I mean, you have no empirical evidence for that.
Exactly. No, but I'm also going by what some psephologists have talked about in terms of their predictions.
Psephologists didn't know what was happening in Haryana when the results that came out were the opposite. I now, my level of faith, I'm a big believer in data, but my level of faith post Haryana in psephology, just one notch lesser than it was earlier.
Yeah, I agree with you on that as well. But at least let me put it across like this. My own personal perception on meeting a lot of people is there seems to be a big talk of change in the air. Now, here is the point. I believe, and I remain an eternal optimist, that sometimes it's good to lose a semi-final to win a final. The Congress has to be smart here. The mistakes in Haryana, you can justify all of it if you turn around the corner in the second largest state after Uttar Pradesh. Rahul, I believe Maharashtra is going to be the real game changer going forward, because this is the commercial capital, this is the entertainment capital, it's a critical state. And here is the thing, I'm going to say so on your program, what I wrote in my Indian Express article yesterday. The Mahavikas Aghadi should publicly say that Uddhav Thackeray will be our chief ministerial
But when
face.
is the Congress willing to say it? They're not willing to say it.
That's exactly the point why I'm saying so on your program, and I do hope Congress leaders recognize it. This is not the time for being petty, parochial, and doing this, kind of very petty games. It's time to rise above.
Let me put that question straight to Sujata Paul. Now, here is something coming from a well-meaning Congress sympathizer. Are you willing to declare Uddhav Thackeray, who is by no question the tallest leader in the MV, are you willing to declare him your chief ministerial candidate?
Rahul, these are decisions which will be taken by our party. And of course, it is not just the Congress party which is going into elections alone. It is the Mahavikas Aghadi. So all of us are going to be sitting, our leaders are going to decide. And you never know, we'll just have to wait and watch.
No, but here's the thing.
We'll do the
Ajay
best
Alok,
that,
here's the
we
thing.
can for the people.
What the Congress, when they were flying high post the 4th of June and thinking they're winning Haryana, was not willing to do. Now that the Congress has been brutally cut to size and shell-shocked in Haryana, their leadership may be more willing to concede, and therefore tactical announcements like potentially announcing Uddhav Thackeray as the chief ministerial face, asking for lesser tickets, being more reasonable, all that can now happen because of the hammering they got in Haryana. Ajay Alok?
Well, it's their problem what they're going to do in Mahavikas Aghadi. Yeah. Rahul, I'm telling you, it's their problem what they're going to do in Mahavikas Aghadi. Whom they are going to declare, they are not going to declare. It's none of our concern. What I'm seeing, I really have a lot of empathy towards Congress leaders and Congress spokespersons. You must have seen that movie, Runaway Bride. So Congress is facing a problem like runaway leader. Yesterday, when they lost Haryana and they had a pathetic performance in Jammu and Kashmir, the leader should have been there, but he's rather traveling foreign. He's on a foreign tour. Who's going to be at the back of the workers, at the back of the leaders? Who's going to take responsibility? There is no onus. So I really have sympathy for them.
Sujata Paul, are you surprised that Rahul Gandhi took as long as he did to congratulate workers in Jammu and Kashmir, to post about Haryana? For almost 24 hours, Ajay Alok is saying that he's traveling abroad. I'm not sure that's the case. But basically, that he was, when push came to shove, when the party came under pressure, Rahul Gandhi was missing as a leader.
Rahul Gandhi is not missing as a leader at any cost, because he has led our campaign, and you saw that he carried out his yatra over there, and that really gave us a lot of traction also. And that is the reason why all the pollsters, everybody was saying that it's making a difference. So Mr. Ajay Alok comes to know about a lot of things. He will make statements without any proof. And does he have any proof? I don't seem to want to accuse him of anything, but he is making these statements about my leader, which is absolutely wrong. However, I would like to tell him that Mr. Modi, he wasn't even chosen as the leader of his own party when he went and did a meeting of the NDA leaders to be declared as the Prime Minister.